What's up, guys? It's Ricken, and we're on the XLeads channel. And I got something pretty cool to share with you today. I want to show you additional ways where you can get supported in XLeads. I know there's lots of questions. So I want to walk through the beginning part of today and show you exactly how that works. So a couple ways here. If you have a question, put it in the chat, one of the easiest ways to do it. And if we have some time, I'll try to connect with somebody if we can help them out, put them on and help them out. So remember, guys, you're going to have questions with XLeads. It's perfectly normal. I can stress this because XLeads has so much. You're going to have to learn the system. Now, once you can gain the system and understand how to use it, you can use it for just about everything you do in wholesaling. But I stress this. We're not some cookie cutter version of a CRM where you just everything's done for you. Once you get it set up, your phone numbers, your A2P, your texting, your email, you can create automations. And automations is going to be the key. Make sure everybody can hear me here. Awesome. Automation is going to be the key to make you extremely functional in real estate because in the beginning, I know you're thinking, I don't have a lot of leads. Trust me, if you do this business the way me and Zach teach you, you need quantity. You need lots of leads. The more leads you have, the better your chance at getting a great opportunity. So if you're going to follow the subscription is I need lots of leads, you need a system that you can easily track down people, manage the information, send contracts, get comps, get skip tracing. We include the whole thing. So Rick, I just bought XLeads and I have a ton of questions, and this is the best place to understand that. So what I want to do is share my screen and show you the multiple ways you can get in contact with our customer support team. That's right. I said multiple ways. Now, I'm going to introduce a really cool new feature today, which I want you guys to pay attention because it's pretty valuable. So check this out. Let me hop over here and let me share my screen. Let's see here. That's the wrong one. And share screen. XLeads. Okay. So you should be able to see on my screen there, you will see you're in the XLeads account. Obviously, you have all your tabs on the left-hand side. And if you look there, right there on the front, I'm just going to give a basic on here. If you're brand new to XLeads, you'll see our daily onboarding. That goes Monday through Friday, Eastern time from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I highly encourage you to get on these calls because it will give you an introduction, help you get started. Will it answer every one of your questions? Probably not. We understand that. That's the whole point of today's, that's the whole point of today and let you understand there. So right there, also, if you go over, click training support. If you click on that, you'll have a tab and you can go through each one of those. And I strongly suggest you go from left to right because we put them in order of what we thought you guys would do. But you'll have the getting started tab. And when you click on that, you'll see the videos up there. They pop up very, very straightforward. And that's a 53-minute video on show you how to get started in wholesaling. In XLeads. Sorry about that.
Included on your SMS or your email.
So guys, it's like getting in Zach's brain, getting in my brain and getting that done. So make sure you go through each one of those. You could click that. And then the next one here is the onboarding call. Tells you how to do that, tells you how to register for it, and simply go from there. So the next part is the A2P. And guys, on A2P every Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. every Wednesday, we do it. You can click it down here. And once you click that, it will register it for you. So everything's in that training support. And I want you guys to understand how to do that. You can click each one of these and simply helps you out. A lot of you guys skip this, and I'm telling you, don't. You definitely want to do that part. Let me get back. Let's get back on our screen here. So I go to the lead section in there, but guys, it's real simple. Now, I want to share something with you. Let me take this off the screen. What's up, guys? Is we use AI in XLeads. Obviously, it's a big part of our software. We think we're well ahead of everybody else that does it. But why wouldn't we bring AI to customer service? So let me share my screen real quick. And I want you to understand, if I go into XLeads, you'll notice in this little corner down here, this little button is basically your customer support button. You can move it anywhere you want. It kind of bounces all around in these sections, and it's right there. It's got an XLeads emblem. It's got like a little phone icon. If you need support, this, in my opinion, is the best way to start. Now, there's multiple ways. You can simply go up here and just ask it a question and type it in there. Knock yourself out. Like, because the more questions you put in there, the more we learn about the problems in XLeads and the more we can solve it. And some of you like to get instant answers. And if you're a little bit techie, you can actually walk through this. This solves a lot of the problems. So just go in there and type it in there. The next one is the Help Center. If you click this, it's simply going to go exactly where we were there before. It just sums it up nice and tight here. So you got all your Zoom support calls and onboardings, the schedules right there. If you want to learn how to use AI agents, which you're going to have to spend some time learning, it's right there. A2P, it'll also give you the link to the A2P calls on Wednesday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. Perfect. So you're not alone with that. Teach you how to do the text blasting, how to get it set up. If you want to do cold calling, it'll tell you how to set up your phone numbers. And then the CRM, how to do automations, how to do workflows. It's all in there. We've built most of them out for you. You have to understand how to set them up, how to operate them. It's perfect. And then if you want to learn how to do email blasting, we teach you how to get your email account registered, and you kind of go through the whole thing. So everybody gets the gist of that. If you have a question with that, raise your hand now. It's very straightforward, and I want to make sure I'm seeing if so I'm going to answer your questions. Just fill them in. I can only do so many things at once. So the next part is, that was your Help Center. If I want to do a daily onboarding call, hey, I just bought XLeads, perfect. Just click this and it'll dump you right into the Zoom. Now, you have to wait till they're scheduled for obvious reasons, but that will put you in that. And, oh, shoot, it kicked me out. Should go back in there. Perfect. So I go back down to my icon. So now I have the Help Center. I know how to do all my daily calls. Now, if you have a specific wholesaling question and you're a little bit lost and you're like, how do I market? How do I find a buyer? How do I write a contract? Just go over here and click, and this will go into the free wholesaling course, our school group. And guys, there's not much you can't do in there. This is the largest wholesaling group in all of school. There is a reason for that. And we want to support you, but we understand you're going to have lots of questions about wholesaling. So we're not just going to answer specific questions about the software. If you have a question about wholesaling, we give you support to do that. Remember, Me and Zach's design is to give you everything all in one. So if you guys have always struggled with the training, you always have to pay someone a big amount of money, we solve that for you. We basically put all the softwares together and merge them for all the tools a wholesaler needs. That's how the XLeads platform is built, and we have to keep that in mind. So it's going to take time. So let's talk about the live help, which is probably why you're tuning into this, and I'm okay with it. Let's figure this out. So the next part is you can simply ask a question. So transfer agent. Can I talk to a live agent? I'm just going to type that in there. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We're much more staffed Monday through Friday. So that's a live agent. You're talking to that. Can I schedule a Zoom call? So we do have live agents behind the scene. We have so many agents in this company. It's a little overwhelming to me sometimes. We had a staff meeting of, I can tell you, like, I think it was 26 people total, and we're constantly training, and we're training people for at least 30 days before we even put them on here. So I'm going to show you this. This is Saturday, but basically Monday through Friday, you can go in here and schedule a live Zoom call. Literally schedule a live Zoom call. End of story. Now, you have to schedule it. There are some limitations onto it. You get 20 minutes. And I will tell you this. Let that pull it up while I'm doing that. Let me pull this off the screen. You're only going to get help with the quality of the questions you ask. So what you want to do is make sure you go through the tutorials first. I would go through this XLeads channel, search your specific topics. But the idea is, listen, I get it. It's sometimes there's a lot of information to go over and you have to type and do everything. I will tell you, I like to use the AI chat. I can't show you how to do it on voice, but I can just ask questions over and over. Almost like, I don't know how to do this. I'm kind of stupid. Show me and walk me how to do that. That's why I like AI, because I don't feel like it judges me, and I like that. But sometimes it gets so lengthy that a 5-minute Zoom, a 10 or 15, 20-minute Zoom can solve your problem and put it to bed. So we've noticed some of you guys having very, very long chats. And so for the first time ever, we are now going to introduce, it'll pop up there. In XLeads, we are offering 24/7 live support. Now, you have to schedule it because we pay people to sit in these Zooms and do it, but you want very specific questions. So if you go in and ask and request, try the first methods. Do our forums, go in the chat. And so I want to kind of share you the screen. Let's see here. So I want to show you. It says, can I schedule a Zoom? And I misspelled it. Actually, I did that by accident. Yes, I can send you a link with a schedule to call our Zoom support team. But if you want them, I can assist you in the chat as well. Let me know if you want to be assisted in the chat, or I could share. Please send link. So guys, we are now offering to give you better and more robust support live Zoom. That's right. Nobody has the support level that XLeads does. So you guys have asked for it. They'll send the link over here. Let me pop this over while he's thinking. And finally, I like it. Now you got to be patient. It's not as easy on the weekend because almost all the weekends have been filled up. But like, I will tell you this, if you know, keep in mind, we keep it to 20 minutes because it's very expensive. We have to train people. So have your questions ready. So my suggestion is make sure you go through all the Q&As, all the FAQs, all the training videos, be on the onboarding. And then, because these people that are teaching you specifically on a lot of our go high level AI stuff, they're highly trained. Like, so if you're going to do a Zoom to figure out how to do a sign in, you can do it. I just think there's better there's better ways to do that. You should be able to solve that with an online AI ticket. Now, we're not 100% AI. I have an entire support team that backs them up behind it. So we realize there are some limitations to AI, especially when it comes to like billing questions and stuff like that. So our suggestion always is to work within the help center first, and then work your way backwards, and then get up to the live Zoom so you get the best bang for what you're doing. So people like, yeah, how do I know? You're just saying that. First of all, us Gins do what we say we're going to do. Now, if you look on here, whereas I put it on the screen. So right down here, look at this. Here is your one-time booking link. So guys, make it count. You're not going to do 10 support. We're set up. I'm not giving people like one-on-one training, get 10 Zoom supports. There are checks and balances to it, but the bottom line is we want to help you. You've made an investment in XLeads. We want you to reap the rewards of it. I know software can be frustrating, and we've tried the phone thing. The phone thing just leads to more tickets, more screen shares, and eventually they wind up being Zoom. So let's just skip the phones, work AI, work with a chat bot. And then if it needs to get to that next level, I want you to do exactly what I did right here and just say, hey, I need help. Can I get a Zoom? So the first run, AI will search the database to see if you have a common question, to see if they can solve it. Most of them can be solved like that. The next one, you can talk to a live agent. They're going to try to solve it online. It's nice because a lot of time they can give you screenshots and stuff to show you how to sign in your account, how to pull a certain type of lead, how to get in and do the e-sign contract, how to do a simple workflow. What is wrong with my workflow? It seems to be skipping every third phone number. Crap like that. And if we can't do that, then what you do is if I click on the link, it will take me here. And I want you to look and schedule it. So if you have a problem right now, you can go in and schedule a Zoom and 5:15 a.m. You got to book it because these things, I mean, they fill up. It's always full. So for the 3 or 4 days we've been doing it in beta testing, it's worked really well. And I'm telling you, you just click on a link, say I want to do like 5:15, select. I'm not going to do it because it's going to book it. And basically they set up. It says 15-minute windows. I mean, they'll go as long as 20. I'm kind of sharing that with you, but guys, like, look at this. The reason is we're trying everything in our human power to give you the best support. I don't know any other software that provides the level of support we do. So the fact I sit here on Saturday morning as one of the founders and share with you exactly what's going on so you don't have to wait for all these press releases and stuff means I care. And I want you guys to get problems solved. So once again, guys, it's simple. You have the chat box. I was playing around with them earlier, and try to use it to solve it first, and then you can keep escalating it. So sitting on a phone call for like 2 hours, we know we're not going to solve a lot of problems doing that. So our goal is to get everyone's problem solved that day when they're in our software. We've come a long way. And back in the beginning, me and Zach used to do the customer service. We have an entire team, an entire department, and we want to break it down. And I know how frustrating software can get, and I want to try to remove it as much as I can. There is a learning curve. So here's the deal. The phone services, it doesn't, we don't get anywhere doing it. We're not solving problems and we're frustrating people. And if you look at any other type of good sized software company, the phones are just perpetual. Think about it. I have to open up a ticket. I'm going to have to do and give you instructions. So now I have to send you an email. And we just never, the phone takes 10 times longer to solve a problem. Here's the problem with phones. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It makes you guys feel better. You can call someone, but it's not going to solve your problem. It's hard to solve a problem over the phone. The best way to do it, the absolute best way, is always a screen share. And we know that. So we've replaced the phones and we've done the chat bots, which is live. And here's the deal. It's 24/7. So if you're sitting and you decide you want to work Friday night at like 2 a.m. and you got a question like, I can't get past this, I want to search AI because I want to solve it right there. The reality is most of you want your problem solved right away, and we understand that. But the idea is the phone, and then we had agents calling everybody back. Now, here's the thing is, our agents have the ability to reach out to you and talk to you. But we took thousands and thousands of phone calls and we just weren't getting anywhere. And that's the problem with it. And so we've done plenty of research. We've talked to very big players in the business, and we feel it is the right balance because if you got a call, I got to open up a ticket. We sit on the phone with an hour. We don't solve it. We got to get you to the right person. Then we got to give you instructions, which is often either a PDF, a screenshot, or you have to do like a Loom or like a Zoom. And that's the challenge with the phones. It's like we were very clear, and we looked at the data over, and we did the phones for a year. We're just not getting anywhere on the phones. So would you rather have a Zoom link than somebody talking on the phone? I think it's more powerful, but the idea, it's about efficiency. So here's the problem is, I'm always going to tell you, we can't do what always feels good to us. Me and Zach aren't going anywhere. We're giving you every tool to be successful in wholesaling. We find the best success. If you even look at it, Microsoft, Apple, everything is going to be on a support AI, and then work their way backwards. Try to call Apple on the phone. It's like, unless you're going to buy something, they won't do anything like that. So we're trying to make it efficient. We made a large investment in customer service. There is no other software in my wholesaling software that's made the investment that we have. And we're going to continue to find out the best way to solve it. We used to go from, an enormous amount of tickets. We're just about solving every one of them every day. We use AI, we use agents, we use Zoom, and now we've gone to 24/7 support, and we've gone to weekends 24/7. So we are getting better, and we're wide open for your suggestions on it. It just has to be, just do me this favor before you start doing the Zooms. If you don't understand how to navigate through the software and use XLeads, please go through all the trainings first, because it's invaluable. Because when you get these people on a Zoom, I'm going to warn you, they're highly advanced. They can answer the very advanced questions, but they have a limited time. So if you're like, if you get on a Zoom and go, I don't know how to use XLeads, will you? It's not like a custom, I'm going to spend 4 hours on you, set that up. We've already done that for you. So if you do our onboarding calls, great. You have the Saturday plan, you can search the topics. I don't know anybody else who owns the software that goes on and does this type of stuff. Why? Because I understand wholesaling. Most of us aren't real techie when it comes to software. Some of you are really good, but some of you are like me. And I'm like, dude, I need some help. But we have to understand, XLeads is not designed to hold your hand 4 hours a day. That would cost thousands of dollars. So to keep costs down, if you can implement the exact way I said to do that, you can do some serious, serious damage in XLeads. And I want you just to see. So let me see here. So just once again, I'm just do that. And then what I'm gonna do is we'll take questions, answer some questions, and kind of go from there. So once again, guys, training support here on the left-hand side. Do your onboarding first. I can't stress this to you enough. Getting started. Work your way through it. If you're going to start out cold calling, I would do getting started, the Zoom support calls, and I would do the cold calling and text, right? Like all this stuff on the bottom. But you're going to have to do the A2P, and however you want to do it, it's all set up in here for you. And I want you to understand how that works. Once you do that, you can easily come in here and go in your support tab. And if you can't get the question answered here, Monday through Friday, we have support staff. They will call you back if they think they can solve it with a phone call. If not, we set up the Zoom. And all you have to do is request it. Now, guys, if you go, okay, I'm going to take 4 hours of a Zoom, it doesn't work that way. Okay, we're trying to make everybody happy. Have your questions. Make sure you understand what you're asking, because when you ask a highly technical person in software, how do I use XLeads? That's not what it's meant for. That's me and Zach's job to train you on how to use it. And there's plenty of support. We do lives. We do all sorts of training. If you have the X plan, we give you an additional, we do the dojo hours. Like every day you get more hand holding. And basically, if you see on that, if you have the XLeads, you can do the dojo hours. You have the A2P, which is every Wednesday, and that runs from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time. So I find a lot of times we found the initial one is people were skipping the basic training. And if you'll just look at this right here, guys, that's it. And so once again, come in here, ask your questions. AI is absolutely beautiful. And then you're going to have a knowledge base. You also have the knowledge base. So if I go in there, if you look on that, which is basically the FAQ, you can go through and it'll go through topics. So if I look through this, how to get started, introductions, the dashboard, we talk about conversations, we talk about your calendar, you talk about contacts, opportunities. It just never stops. AI agents, marketing, automation, that's a big one. So if I click on that one, teach me about workflow triggers. There's 81 articles that show you how to do it. Now remember, XLeads comes preloaded in your account for a lot of the stuff we do. And so it should solve a lot of your problems. But guys, I like to go through and read and educate myself. And the only time I've ever got frustrated in software is when I can't figure out how to navigate. And that's what most of our problem. We're trying to figure out where the buttons go, everything to do. So you have to understand how to navigate through all these tabs. My recommendations go through all the training and the knowledge base. Like I have spent a ton of time in the workflows. You got that little home button there. It'll tell you exactly when all the training stuff is. And then if I have a question, I can just click here and put on a question. And guys, you see, if you have the option to do voice and do it, it's really powerful in AI because I don't have to waste my time typing with my big fat fingers and ask questions like that. So that, guys, I can't, like, we're constantly going to work on customer support to make it even better. And you've got to understand the flow. I'm reading questions while you do this. So what I want to do is go through, we can answer some questions. We have some time. We'll bring somebody on live if you need some help with it. If you're new to XLeads, you have a question about it, this would be a great place to do it. I can pretty much answer most of the questions, but some of the techie stuff I leave to the text guys. So let me jump at the top. I appreciate you guys being with me on a Saturday morning and understanding I could do 1,000 other things on Saturday morning, but XLeads is important to me. So just remember, as all the other softwares, they won't go on Zoom. They won't show their face. We're always going to do that in XLeads and we've made mistakes in XLeads and we try to rectify it. So bear with us as we go through it. If you have suggestion, this is a great place to put it. And we always listen to your feedback. In fact, we use AI to get all your comments, feedbacks, and we review it every week to see any changes going. So remember, I think we do at least one update a year, most likely two. And we just went through 3.0. So Life says, I'd like to upgrade from basic to pro. I emailed support yesterday. That's fine. Just give them Monday and they will send you the link and show you how to do it. So I promise you they'll figure it out. Be patient. They'll do it. So now you need live help. Now you know how to do it. So if you need help and you know you have a problem and you have clarity to the question, you know exactly what the problem is, go ahead and schedule it right now. So if you're watching this Zoom, you get first crack and the people get pushed back during the week. So I want you to take advantage of it. And it's taken us a long time to train people to do this. But once again, guys, now we have live support and it'll be via Zoom. So if you can't solve all your problems like that, we can schedule it and someone get on there. You want to be very laser specific in your question. These Zooms are not designed to set up your software, educate you on everything. It is designed to solve problems, specifically problems in XLeads that you can't navigate through because you're new to the system or you don't understand it. So I promise you, it is a learning curve and we understand that. And we're trying to give you more and more do that. Here from So Scott, we do these every week and you just bear through it. Everybody has to go through A2P. So we didn't create A2P. It is not our obstacle. And we have to navigate through it. We are working on some things right now to make it even better, but it is a process and it is designed to be difficult. And I always tell you, the more difficult people make it, the more you got to stick to it. So you're not alone on it. And you got to understand A2P is a requirement by the phone carriers to even use the services. And we have to understand. So And guys, also, I mean, he makes a great point here, is our school community. Let me pull it up here. Um, let's see. How do I pull it up? Let's see. Stop. One of the best ways, it's a great point, and we often overlook it. If you go here, you see on my screen, right here is our freewholesaling.com. And check this out. Everything you like, anything you want to ask. Guys, there's 51,000 people in here. Most of them are XLeads users. One of the greatest ways to really find. Now, there's some real ninjas in here. Like, they understand how to operate it. They understand everything. And some people have up to a year's experience in it. My suggestion is find these people. They're very helpful, and they come from a sense of helping community. And we're all about, because we're the largest wholesaling community, utilize them. And here's the thing is, if you're new to XLeads, you're trying to figure it out, ask them to help you. In fact, most of the time, because even our basic account provides 25,000 leads, they can give you, hey, will you skip trace 1,000 people? Hey, give me 5,000 leads, and if I get a deal, I'll split it with you. We have designed XLeads so everybody can share it. So if you can't afford it, I'm not opposed to you like partnering up with somebody. But please don't come in a month or two, because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help me. You need a commitment in the long run to get this done. So we're putting tools in your hands so you can go out and find motivated sellers that need to sell. And if you can do that, I want you to understand you can do anything in wholesaling. Like, check this out. By the way, you have the ability. You can click on the members here. You can search for anyone you want to die. You also, we put the calendar for everything we do. I want you to notice that entire calendar is full. It's for you guys. It's for you. We train wholesaling. We train XLeads. We do everything with it. We are the complete. We're trying to give you everything you need for wholesaling from wholesalers with massive amount of experience, over 30 years between me and Zach. I'm telling you, like this, actually, I'm glad you brought this point up. So you have the community here. You have everything. You can even find out who the leaders are in these groups. Insane. Everything you want to know. Like, there's no other school group to go to for wholesaling. This is it. Why? Because we understand you guys need to connect with people that understand what we're doing. So please make sure you go over there. That is a perfect point. I love it. Let me take this off the screen. Let's keep asking questions here. Perfect. I don't know why you didn't get a notice on your email. So Dwight, this is why we don't do the phones anymore. Okay. The phone thing, we've tried it. It doesn't work. Zach thought it'd be a great idea. After looking the logistics of phones and stuff, it's just too time consuming type of deal. So we can get orders in line and we can answer them. We can do chats, we can do AI, and we can do Zoom. That's how we're going to solve all problems. So do me a favor, just give us another chance. We're not perfect, but my question is, you've gone through every training video before you do that. That's just a suggestion. And trust me, I understand your pain when it comes to technology, but if you would just like, here's the thing people do when it comes specifically to software. They get really worked up. Like, you get frustrated, like to the point you want to just smack someone, and you have to let go. And my goal is to just master one event a day in your software. XLeads is so robust, does so much that it's overwhelming. And some people come into XLeads thinking we're going to solve every problem in 5 minutes. It's not reality. And to be honest with you, no software can do that. Every software is going to require a level of training. What I don't want to do is train on 9 different sites, have 9 different credit card charges, 9 different coaches. It's just, I've given up on that. I can't do it. So remember, that's a lot of frustration all balled up into one. So just piecemeal it. So from a guy with ADHD, I'll tell you, just solve it. Figure out how to get your A2P. I agree. It's probably the hardest part up front. And I've seen people quit XLeads over A2P. But keep in mind, you go to another service, you have to do the exact same thing. So that's not an XLeads thing. That is an industry-wide thing. And if I could get rid of it, I would, but it's there for a reason, and we have to understand that. So you understand, start with the tutorials. Like me and Zach try to solve as many problems as you can. So, so we have some stuff we're working on with A2P. We're in the test of it right now to give you guys more support. We're actually kicking around a service that would actually do the A2P thing for you. There is a cost with it. And I think we're going to provide it with people with obviously the X plan if we do that. And then for a fee, I think some of you guys would just pay a fee. We don't make any money on it. Have someone walk you through, because from start to finish, work time on A2Ps on average 4 hours. And I get it sucks. I don't want to do that either. So, but we'll work on that. We'll let you know when we do that. Let's see. Dwight, we'll remove it. I promise. It takes a little time for the team to pull that off. So I just the phone thing, guys. It's people just feel good when the phone like let's I we'll do the live support. I think it'd be better. There's this we need the same thing. Talk to the account manager, but so guys, remember when you're talking to AI and a bot, like it is a computer. Like, so don't treat it like it's human interaction. The idea is it gives you data. So like don't take it personal what they say. No AI is perfect and it learns. So the AI that we've basically partnered up with, it learns. So before we even use AI, we fed it 1 year of tickets. I think it was 18,000 tickets. And from that, we formulate how to solve people's problems in there. What's up, Mark? Yeah, I've actually, I got to do some wagers on that tonight. So I love this time of year. You got college football, you got the NFL, you got the UFC. So Mark, if you have any hookups to get me to that Washington D.C. one, like me and Zach want to be there so bad. I think it'd be a lot of fun. That or a Vegas one, definitely do. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Let's see. I'm answering questions. Experience for the first time. I would ask me to what happened. So we're just organizing some of the courses in the classroom, and so Dwight's going to say like right here, and I'm open to criticism. So I love you guys, Rick. But I generally feel you got to fix the customer service aspect. Always appreciated teachings. And Dwight, I don't disagree with you. So I tell you this, Dwight, we're doing everything in our power to work on it. The great news is me and Zach have such a great following that the amount of users we have is it's hard. And so we train, hire, train, hire. And I am a wholesaler at heart. So I do hire people to help me out with this. And I agree with you, but like, please give us a shot and bear with us. We're doing everything we can and we're open to suggestions. It does take time. Just like when you scale your wholesaling business, you do a couple deals. Imagine doing 5,000 deals at once, the amount of level it takes. And it's not that we don't care, and it's not that we're not spending money on it. It does take time to build a team. So our growth has way out surpassed our team, and we're doing everything in our power. I just don't hire people to hire people. I need people that are actually going to help you. So if they can't cut the mustard, we get rid of them, and then we find better people. And so with the live Zoom people, that's what we're doing. But here's the key, guys. It's not instant. You have to just schedule it. That's going to be the key. So bear with us. I will do whatever I have to do to this customer support. We're going to try to get it on. I'm not going to say 24/7, but 7 days a week, like during daylight hours, is what we're going to shoot for. So we're going to run a test for the next month and get the data back, and then we'll keep investing and doing more with it. So I think it's helpful. Um, um, let's see. I'm not going to do all the A2P stuff. Um, even though Juan finally got accepted. I love the cat picture. I got a new cat, so I'm like a dog person, but like now I'm like cats, you gotta learn, like a bit of an attitude type of deal, but they're cute. At least you gotta take the cat out at night. So um, but that's awesome. And so Juan recognizes he has to follow the rules of engagement with SMS. And that is a training. So if you wanted to do a Zoom support and go, listen, I got approved for A2P. Can you walk me through the rules of A2P to make sure it's compliant? It gets a little bit techie, and that's perfect for a Zoom call because some of you guys get the A2P, you get so excited and you blast out. You say you do 100 texts and then you do 1,000, and you're like, oh, my count got suspended. How the hell did that happen? You got to learn the rules. Once again, there is a lot of moving parts on it. This is all good stuff, but I'm happy you got through it. Let's see here. Is it? Uh, so Timothy, just make sure you check your spam and everything, and then it's only going to go to the email you send it in there. So if you have some sort of like spam filters, I know Gmail spans it. Look in your spam folders, look everywhere, and if you can't get it, I promise you Monday we'll get you going over the line. But remember, sometimes, like, I'm terrible with emails. I have so many email accounts. I put it in there, and like sometimes I don't pay attention to it, and I get it mixed up. It's a common problem. At worst, I'll have it straightened out for you Monday, Timothy. I promise. So think about what email you put in there, and if you mistyped it, that can be problematic, especially on the initial one, because you have to do the way XLeads works is we combine basically Go High Level and our data platform to give you the most robust service. And it's very, very important you carefully type that email in there, confirm it, put in a password, and you remember it. Now, you guys can easily reset the passwords. I don't need to tell you how to do that. But Timothy, bear with me. I promise you we'll fix it. Who says, do I need A2P to complete it in order to participate in the project? I mean, it's not a requirement, but it would be helpful. Like, it just makes it allows you to do more. So A2P, the reason people go through it is so they can do automations and you can get past the carriers. So if that's your plan and that's what you want to do, go for it. Is it required? Absolutely not. But there's a reason why people fight to get through A2P, because they can do automated text. You can do so much automations, emails, everything. But the problem is A2P is there to filter out the complete scam artist. It is meant to be difficult and painful on purpose. And trust me, if I could get rid of it, I would. But it's not my deal. Nick, I will make a note of it and look into it. If you can specifically say, I got to see what's going on at EOG. Is it? Tell me specifically in the comments, so I can answer that for you. You see how like techie, like that's what we all do with tech. I go, hey, I can't get my XLeads account to work. You're going to have to get really granular when you get down to the Zooms, but share with me what I'm missing on it. If there's a link broken, the video's not working, or you've actually implemented it and you didn't get it to work. So everyone's talking about, we're going to take the last 10 minutes and talk about what's coming up to give you guys kind of a heads up. I try to keep this on the XLeads channel, but it's so Veronica, this is one of the things we've been talking about is we're looking at an option. If people have the X plan, we're thinking about including the A2P setup. There's certain things you still have to do, but on average, it takes 4 hours to set it up. It's a pain in the butt. Like, I don't even deny it. For those of you with the basic plans, if we set up a fee, because I have a company I work with that guarantees they can get everybody set up. We're beta testing it now. But you got to understand, to set it up, they probably charge 100, 150 bucks. But remember, it's 4 hours of somebody walking through. So you would have to give them your LLC, the requested phone number and everything. And then they actually go through and do the process. And then they would guarantee you an outcome as long as you gave them all the data they need. So we'll think about it. I want to get your guys' opinion on it. And I hate A2P, man, but like, remember, it's not us. And remember, every software system, you'd have to go through it. So I have a 6-unit JV deal in Tennessee. It's 420 transaction. Is there and then I missed the rest of it. You're gonna have to put more in there. So he says the Zoom was helpful. So I want you guys to use the Zoom and give us some feedback on it. And we're trying to make it better. Like, God knows we're doing everything you can. The great news is you guys are so loyal and we have such a great following. XLeads is big. It's very big. And it's big because it solves your biggest problem, which is not using 9 different services on 9 different prices. So it took him 4 days, and I get it. So we're going to look into the A2P service because I've had people quit XLeads over it. And I don't think that's something worth quitting because it's not our system. So, but we want to take the frustration away from it, but we want to keep cost as low as possible. And so, and Juan's right. Like, there is a lot of YouTube videos. You can use AI. Zach's done an entire tutorial on it, and then walk through the XLeads tutorial. And shoot, it's how you guys figure out wholesaling. Let's be honest with you. I'm getting caught up with the questions. So here, dude, here's a great contact. So this is David. I've seen him on here before. Rick, want to let you know my team partner. He is a brilliant. He's gotten set up on learning curve with a setting up the workflows, amazing stuff. So your partner's probably a little bit techie, and it's very helpful. So Zach's very techie. He's very helpful to me. So if you can find someone that can help you do it, it's phenomenal. I'm not telling you guys to reach out to David to have him set up your thing, but remember, we're going to keep offering additional support, show you how to do it. We already give you the workflows. You have to do the implementation through A2P, all the setup, and then you have to figure out how to use the triggers. Like if you want to use the power dialer, hey, hit these 3,000 people on the list. It is a learning curve. I'm not going to lie to you, but you get past that learning curve, it's nice. I have probably owned 30 different softwares in my wholesaling career. Remember, I started before software. My problem is they constantly raise prices, and I constantly have to keep learning on different platforms. And my credit card gets confused with all the charges. They're like, Rick, what charges what? Yeah, the YouTube comments are always funny. Let's see here. Computer's not a human. You know that. Okay, let's keep going here. This is great training. Do you do this every day? Yeah, so we're on here every Saturday, Victor. The reason we do it is because we want to get out and get a pulse on what's going on with our software, and get feedback from you guys. So, and to let you know, like, we really care about this. So remember, we're wholesalers at heart, and we're a little bit new to software, but like, it doesn't mean, like, we try, in my opinion, we try harder than any other software. And I rather have the guy or the gals that try the hardest than the ones that just take everyone's business for granted. You don't see the other services coming on here ever. Why? It's not important to them. And you will never find a founder of a software that does interactions like this. It's just the truth. Go ahead, find me one. Show me someone that comes on. They're too busy, meaning you're not important. Yeah, every Saturday we do this. So me and Zach rotate. Sometimes we're on here together. And come hell or high water, we're here. Why? Because it's important to us. And I just want you to know we listen to it. We're always going to give it. What other software can you hop on a live stream with the founders? And listen, I take the good and the bad. I take your criticism too. I take abuse too. um, so Jermaine, here's how it's going to work. The daily calls are great. I agree. We're working on it. So we're bringing in more people. It does take time to train people. And keep in mind, they are not Rick and Zach. The presentation skills, they're just trying to get down to the function of it. So I'm working on getting more of them and splitting them up. The challenge is training people. The people that I have on these calls have trained with me over a year. And so we learned if you want to learn everything that XLeads, it does take somebody with an expert because you can't have rookies in there teaching you everything because it will never get done. So I agree, but that's why we try to do it every day. And we're possibly looking to do additional and break it up, like doing it twice a day. We're trying to find the fair way because if I did it twice a day, I don't want the same people hopping on it. The idea was that you would have multiple groups, but I'm not smart enough to figure that out. I have other people figure that out for me. But Jermaine, I know we listen to every one of them. Trust me, I understand. So we'll keep working on it and trying to make it better. So Edward said he figured out A2P. So Edward makes us all feel dumb. It's like, oh my gosh. It's okay. And Victor says, hey, listen, 3 months learning curve. Like I don't know about you, but I did like 5.5 years in college and I didn't learn a damn thing. And I paid them. Stupid. So, since you're going to find out on Thursday about this more. There's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Listen, guys, we look at everything you guys do and look at your success. So this is specifically about XLeads. And he's talking about my probate course, the EOG and stuff like that is, man, we want you guys to get deals. And a lot of you guys I'm just going to say you take a lot of the information for granted because you don't pay for it. That probate course, that thing sold millions of dollars and it wasn't my choice. I made a decision when I was younger to create a course. I didn't know how to sell it or anything like that. And I let somebody license me and it wound up being one of my worst nightmares in my life. They took and they just ran with it and I didn't get paid a lot of money and we settled. And I went back, I updated the whole thing and I was actually going to offer it as a low price course under $500 and I got sued again. So I decided I'm just going to give it away for free because you can't sue me if I give it away for free. The problem is some of you guys don't value that course. I put my heart and soul in everything I do in it. The idea is we're going to unveil. Let me pull this up. We are going to put Veronica's comment because it's very very nice. On Thursday, we're going to unveil something it's just I think it's going to kind of blow your mind. Honestly, we've been training for 2 years how to do this. And so as all the other wholesale coaches and stuff, it's the tried old true program. It's pay me $5,000 or $10,000. I'll show you wholesaling and I'll give you a course for evergreen. Okay. Yeah. You're evergreen until you get bored teaching me. So I've been evergreen for 23 years and I don't offer evergreen because I think it's a unfair assumption. So we have to understand that. So I appreciate the comment. They know I try. Good Lord. So Victor, a funny thing is I grew up in plantation. So Vietnam, geez, that's a lot. So a library for the calls, that's not a bad idea. We could storm somewhere that. So Nick, don't talk price on the probates. So, okay, let me go over this real quick, guys. So everybody understands you now have the ability to go into XLeads, go into the bot in the lower right-hand corner. I showed you exactly how to do it. Let me just show it one more time. And then, hold on. I think you guys get the gist of it. In the lower right-hand corner, click on the round bot. It's got the XLeads icon with the phone thing. Start with AI, do the support there. Look at the support articles, look at the links, work your way backwards. If you can't solve it then, book a Zoom, but be very, very clear on what you want to accomplish. Because the goal of the Zoom is just to solve hopefully a technical problem. If you're having some sort of sign-in problem, if you're having a workflow problem, if you're having problems with some of your automations, it's not designed to set up A2P because there's just, let's be honest, 15, 20 minutes is not enough time to do that. So we have to understand that. And Victor says he even went through it and they send them out a Loom. So we're trying to use technology to give you the best result. And the phone thing just, it didn't work. Like, so we're improving it and making it better. So I want to kind of go over this. So once again, guys, you can always go over to freewholesaling.com to learn how to get started in wholesaling if you've never done that before. If you are new and you want to learn all about XLeads, just go over to XLeads.com. And guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Now, guys, coming up next Thursday, make sure you tune in. We're doing a weird one at 8 p.m. Because we want to get everybody's attentions and eyeballs. We're going to show you something that I think you'll be very interested in. And it really does tie into XLeads. I know this is our XLeads channel, but remember, we want to bring it all together to make your success. So we've been working on our project from free wholesaling all the way to XLeads for almost 5 years now, guys. And what we want to do is tie it together. The purpose of this is to give you the best chance for success. So now that you have free live Zoom support inside XLeads, I want you guys to double down and commit. So make sure you tune in Thursday because we have an announcement to make. And I think you'll find it very fascinating. You don't have to do anything ahead of time. There's no pre-registration. Just tune in. You can go on the Ricken channel, the Zackin channel, the Flip with Rick. I believe it'll be on all of them. And we'll be there. And we're going to be answering questions. There's going to be a lot of like, oh my God, I can't believe you can do this. And we want to solve a problem in the wholesaling industry that I know you guys have. I know in my burning heart, I had this for 20 plus years. I watch with you guys. Remember, we get you started at freewholesaling.com because we removed the biggest barrier, which was this nasty price tag you guys had to pay. And coaches tell you, hey, I'm worth it. But we got to get you guys going. So XLeads was a big part of our movement in wholesaling to make you a better wholesaler. Why? You need data. You need to have automations to follow up, and you got to have a lot of quantity. The only way you can survive through quantity, you're going to have a database that can help you automate and follow up with the leads. So make sure you tune in October 2nd, 8 p.m. Me and Zach will be here. I promise you it'll be well worth your time. And once again, we try not to disappoint. We try to give you the best opportunity in wholesaling. It's not about my ego. It's not about Zach's egos. It's not even about your ego. At the end of the day, we got to put money in your bank account, make you successful. I believe marketing is always the key to wholesaling, and I will always believe in that. So make sure you tune in. I think it's going to be huge, and it does tie into XLeads. So I'm not just, and it's just, you guys were happy with 3.0. We have some wild stuff when the next version comes out. It does take time, and that will be in the beginning of 2026. So the sooner you get started in XLeads, the sooner you can get trained, the sooner you can get efficient. And then when we add the bells and whistles, you don't have to learn it. You guys have that terrible problem of, because we've added so much to XLeads, people tell us all the time, it overwhelms us, and I get it. But keep in mind, for the value what you get with XLeads, most other accounts, you're just paying for the data sets alone, like the list. So even if you go with the basic, you pay $97, you get almost everything with it. It's crazy. Free skip tracing. You get the e-signing contracts. You get all the automations inside of Go High Level. And we're the only ones that come out here and tell you it's Go High Level. Why? Because it is the most robust system out there. It makes Podio seem like child's play. I don't know why anybody, listen, you can do Podio for cost. That's fine. It's very antiquated. You have to tie in so many integrations to make it work. inside of your XLeads account. We build you the integrations up front. You do the setup work, the A2P, registering your phone number, the registration of your email, setting up the text, and now you can do it all in it. You can't do that stuff in Podio, guys. It's just the God honest truth. And we want you to have the best experience, and it's all for one price when you do it. So, and listen, we know everybody's on a budget. Like we try to, so we've created the software wars. Guys, for the longest time, prices were doing nothing but going up. They finally flatlined. There is a reason for it because me and Zach came here. So make sure you take advantage of it. Make sure you're there on Thursday night. It's going to be 8 p.m. prime time. It should be interesting. And guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. You can search titles on this. One of the best ways to do it. And guys, go out there and you guys can get this done. So I appreciate you, man. So guys, go out there, find some wholesale deals, go make some money, help your family out, help out a loved one, and enjoy life. So guys, I appreciate you. We will see you online next week. But remember, set your calendars for Thursday night, 8 p.m. And finally, people like Mark understand. He goes, well, I might be available because, we're on a 3-hour time difference and I feel bad for my people on the West Coast. But not only did I come out there and visit you guys, but we'll have a good time with it. So guys, we will see you next week. Remember, Thursday night, 8 p.m. Have a good one, man. See you.